In a typical store, we have a problem when we want to forecast ahead and we do not have proper sales history, i.e. when the stock has run out. In this picture you can see we've got store A, it's got good sales, but then the end day stock is 0 here, so it couldn't fulfill all its sales. Here the stock level went up again and it could fulfill sales. So when we want to see what happened during these days, could have happened if we had stock, we look at what other stores sold at. So here are two stores, stores C and D, and over these days they sold at this level. We can't just take the average of these sales and assign it to our store A that ran out of stock. We need to see how strong these two new stores inherently are. So we look at their category sales, the category that contains the item. Store C and D have got higher category sales. The assumption here is that stores differ in their sales of the item in the same way as they differ in the category sales of the categories containing this item. We have tested this on a retailer and we found that this holds about true. So we just look at how strong the two new stores are in the category sales of the item that went missing in store A, and then based on a combination of the category sales in store A, and the item sales on the new stores on the dates that store A was out of stock, we can infer what the sales would have been of store A if it did not run out of stock. In order to determine at what category level we compare the stores against each other, we apply machine learning to look at categories that have got a big enough sample size to not be randomly affected by small sample size and to be generally smooth, so to speak. So now after we've done these corrections, we can look at store A again. That was the sales that it actually had when it ran out of stock. Now that we could correct the sales by looking at what other stores sold, we saw that it's got a sales history now, and now it can forecast a lot better using the new corrected sales history. It's just an example that shows a normal stock ordering calculation that uses predicted sales. You can see here that the previous predicted sales was lower because our sales in the history that we used was lower because we had a stock out. If we corrected the sales during the stock out, we get a high prediction as well of future sales. This shows the effect of how much stock you would order if you used a lower forecast and how much stock you would now order with a new forecast. So effectively, because you, after correcting sales, you ordered more in, it means you actually saved yourself from losing out on some sales by not having enough stock. You see, this is just a current calculation that just shows you what your current stock is, how much it's going to deplete with your predicted sales in the next few days, then the next stock that comes in from your supplier, how much that will bump up your stock again, and then you've got some more sales that's going to eat into that stock, and you've got a final order from your supplier that you want to order now so that you know it's going to drop there and fill in your stock and cover yourself. So you can see, just to reiterate the point, our predictions have changed of the stock, so the final order that we're placing now is higher. It's 15 versus it was before just 12. This formula has been programmed into a program, diagrammatically presented here, that performs all the calculations, is directly connected to the retailer's database, and then produces the answer and the forecast and the suggested order quantity every day for all items.